You think you know K-pop demon hunters? Think again. Behind the flashy fights and killer choreography, this movie hides some insane secrets that even die-hard fans missed, like Zoe's hidden past and how she's connected to the former demon hunters, the surviving Saja boys who were never supposed to make it out alive, and K-pop stars you swore looked familiar in the background? Yeah, they're not random extras. They're clues. The tiger and bird that Jinu sends to Rumi aren't just random sidekicks pulled out of the cute mascot generator. They're actually inspired by Korean folk art, where the tiger symbolizes bravery and protection, and the magpie represents good luck. Basically, emotional support icons with vibes. But here's the fun twist. Back in the day, that same tiger and magpie motif wasn't just decorative, it was satire. Yup, the art was literally roasting the social hierarchy centuries before Twitter existed. Imagine using traditional paintings to say, yeah, your boss sucks. According to the director, these two aren't demons at all. They're supernatural creatures named Derpy and Susie, because nothing says ancient spiritual guardian like a name that sounds like your chaotic childhood goldfish. Even the demons were pulled straight from Korean mythology. And once you know that, the whole movie starts feeling way deeper than it looks. First off, the Pookie, the little goblin tricksters with horns, red or blue skin, and the personality of that one friend who causes drama and then acts shocked about it. Classic chaos energy. Then there's the sauna demons, inspired by Moishin, the ghosts of drowned souls who drag others underwater because they can't handle being lonely. Basically, ancient folklore's version of, if I can't have peace, no one can. The faceless demons on the train, those are Puijin, spirits of forgotten people, which, metaphorically, hits hard when you realize the whole movie's about fame, memory, and what happens when the spotlight fades. And then there's Guima, the king of demons himself. His name literally comes from magi, meaning demon. No flair, no subtlety, just pure darkness in a Gucci coat. And maybe that's the real twist. K-pop Demon Hunters isn't just about idols fighting monsters, it's about facing the ghosts we create. The kind that live in myth, and the kind that live inside us. The Huntress idea in K-pop Demon Hunters wasn't born from some random girl boss with a sword brainstorm. It comes from something ancient, the gut rituals of Korea, where female shamans danced, sang, and summoned light to drive away evil spirits. It wasn't just magic, it was survival. Art as a weapon, rhythm as resistance. And when you really look at the movie's choreography, the twirls, the stomps, the way the camera circles like it's part of the ritual, you realize the girls aren't just performing, they're remembering. It's the same dance, just with better lighting and a bigger audience. Centuries later, the Huntresses are still doing what their ancestors did, banishing darkness through rhythm. Only now, the demons aren't spirits from another realm. They're fear, fame, and every shadow that follows the spotlight. Rumi, Mira, and Zoe don't just swing around any random fantasy weapons like they're in a cheap RPG. Nope, each of their weapons has actual Korean roots. Rumi wields a sangam, the four-tiger sword, basically a ritual blade meant to yell, "Stay away, evil," in the most dramatic way possible. Mira swings a modernized Chuyum-chu, a Goryeo-era curved spear. Because why just stab when you can stab with historical flair? And Zoe? She's rocking spiritual daggers, aka spirit knives, which shamans literally throw at evil spirits and then politely pick back up like it's no big deal. So yes, these girls aren't just fighting demons, they're doing it with some serious ceremonial panache. And honestly, it makes you wonder, who needs a regular sword when you can swing a centuries-old cultural mic drop? Even though Zoe acts all carefree, her past wasn't exactly a Disney montage. In the Golden music video, she's being pulled in two directions, literally, symbolizing her Korean and American roots, duking it out over her identity ad in her parents' divorce and moving decisions. And you've got a girl who aged 5 lifetimes before her teenage years. Now, here's the subtle detail you might have missed. Zoe is holding a Sunlight Sisters record in that same frame. Yep, the very group that Celine belonged to. It's almost like a little cinematic wink saying, hey, maybe your connection to Celine isn't just mentorship, it's inherited, coded, and wrapped up in music. Cue the quiet gasp. Her story isn't just about growing up between two cultures. It might also be about stepping into the legacy of legendary hunters. Zoe is also obsessed with turtles. She wears turtle pajamas, a turtle talisman, and her fans use the turtle as Zoe's symbol. The boy band Saja Boys has a name with two very different sides in Korean. On the cute side, it means Lion Boys, perfect for fangirls screaming, merchandise, and light-up stadiums. On the darker side, it literally means messengers of the afterlife, or Jose Saja, the underworld soul guides. So basically, while fans are swooning over their dance moves, these guys could technically be guiding souls straight to the afterlife, no pressure. And those sleek black robes they wear when their demon forms show up? Yeah, total nod to that darker meaning. In Korean folklore, the Grim Reaper sports similar hats and robes. So really, the Saja boys are just death with a K-pop makeover, like your high school crush. But instead of sending texts, they might send you somewhere else. Each member of the Saja boys is basically a walking, dancing critique of the K-pop machine. Mystery, the literal embodiment of your life is not your own, ever. Abby, a reminder that sexualization isn't just for the female idols. You get it either way. Romance, the fantasy of, I could be your friend, but also maybe date you if I'm convenient. Because why not? Baby, the poster child for, let's all pretend you're 17 forever, because apparently every Asian idol must look like they just got out of high school. And Jinu, the guy who proves that money and fame always come before morals. Shockingly relatable. Basically, it's a demonically charming social critique disguised as a boy band that you'd probably scream along to at a concert. If you look closely at the Huntrix fans and their outfits, you'll spot tiny chibi cartoon versions of the other girls. A playful nod to the animated alter egos of real-life group New Jeans Think Powerpuff Girls, but way more K-pop. And the background? Every hallway and auditorium is a treasure hunt for eagle-eyed fans. Posters of real K-pop acts like Meow and Twice peek out from the walls even cooler. Twice recorded a special version of Takedown, the song the Huntress never quite finishes in the movie, and that version plays over the end credits. It's details like these that make watching K-pop demon hunters feel like a scavenger hunt. Miss them, and you've missed half the story. Did you know K-pop Demon Hunters comes from the same studio that brought us Spider-Man? Into the Spider-Verse? The Oscar-winning animation that changed the game? Sony Pictures Animation returned with their signature hybrid 2D/3D style, but this time, they swapped comic book panels for neon-drenched K-pop energy and Korean cultural flair. The result is a visual feast, bold, modern, and unlike anything you've seen before, where every frame feels alive with music, color, and movement. The film is basically a love letter to hanok houses, those traditional Korean homes with those swooping curved tile roofs. They make the magical chaos feel real, like, yeah, demons and idols aside, people actually live here. The wooden beams, tiled roofs, and carefully planned layouts are all straight out of real Korean architecture that's been around for centuries. Basically, it's history class, but way cooler. Even the snack scenes get it right. The characters follow real Korean dining etiquette. How food is served, chopsticks are placed, and dishes are shared. You'll see kimbap, ramen, and the polite chaos of everyone making sure someone else eats first. It's like dinner with your in-laws, but with fewer awkward questions and more supernatural tension. Here's a theory that most fans totally missed. Because, let's be honest, who's paying attention to background kids when demons are flying everywhere? Check out those two kids standing with their backs turned. Could they actually be Mystery and Baby, sneaky as ever, transformed back into humans? Notice the details. The kid in front has Baby's signature haircut, and, of course, a lollipop dangling from his mouth. Subtle, not. This little Easter egg hints that Mystery, Baby, and maybe even Romance didn't actually die, leaving the door wide open for a sequel. What do you think about these hidden details? And what are some Easter eggs you spotted? Comment below, hit subscribe, and get ready for more amazing content from K-pop Demon Hunters.